A girl is being whipped. A man, under intense stimulation, suddenly suffers a heart attack and collapses dead. Her name is Anne. She's an orphan who has been adopted multiple times. She has endured countless hardships and torments. On this day, Anne boards a train with great anticipation as a family wants to adopt her. But what Anne doesn't expect is that this is all a misunderstanding. Matthew and Marilla are an unmarried brother and sister pair living at Green Gables. As they're getting on in years and Matthew's heart is failing, they decide to adopt a boy to help with farm work in the future. But the orphanage, through a twist of fate, sends Anne instead. Unaware of the mix-up, Matthew arrives at the train station asking about the boy who was supposed to be sent. But the staff tells him there's only a girl outside. Matthew comes out to meet Anne, red-haired, thin. Anne enthusiastically shakes his hand, trying her best to sell herself to him. Though puzzled, Matthew decides to take Anne home first. What Matthew doesn't expect is how lively Anne Island. She chatters nonstop all the way home, but this outgoing and vivacious personality is exactly what Matthew likes. The scenery on the way home is the most beautiful Anne has ever seen. As they're about to arrive, Anne pinches herself to make sure this isn't a dream. When Marilla sees that a girl has been sent, she asks Matthew what's going on. He explains what happened. Marilla decides to send Anne back. Anne immediately falls to her knees. She just wants a warm home. At dinner, Anne can't eat a single bite. Marilla takes her to her room and tells her she'll be sent away tomorrow. But making this decision pains her too. Crying fills the entire night. Early the next morning, Anne pretends to be a princess, letting her imagination run wild. This is the best place she's seen since leaving the orphanage. Anne is extremely reluctant to leave. Before departing, Anne hugs Matthew. Marilla drives the carriage, preparing to take Anne to the agent. Along the way, Anne and Marilla chat quite pleasantly. Suddenly, a dog darts out, startling the horses and throwing Anne from the carriage. She falls hard to the ground. Anne immediately gets up to drive the dog away and calms the frightened horses. This incident shows Marilla Anne's composure under pressure. Marilla explains the misunderstanding to the agent. Coincidentally, the neighboring household needs someone to help with work. Seeing this wretched scene, Marilla can't bear it in that moment and decides to take Anne back first. Matthew, who is working, sees Anne has returned and breaks into a knowing smile. Marilla decides to give Anne a 5-day trial period. The next day, Marilla discovers Anne is missing. She hurriedly goes to check on their belongings.